So you must be aware of the landscape system, right? Development, quality, and production, those things.
Production, yeah, development, quality, production.
Right. Okay. All right. So when you get an access, you will find a folder here called as HANA details. And over here, you will have all the information, your
Okay.
credentials.
Yeah.
Now we're using BW, their users. So the username would be SAP user, and the
Okay.
password would be welcome1234.
Okay.
So we'll log on, SAP user, password is welcome1234. So we'll go with the second option.
Yeah.
I think this is single user
Yeah.
access. We'll go with this.
Someone's using it.
All right. Now, if you go to systems, if you go to status, it shows that it is being powered by HANA database system. Okay. So we currently require SQL, not HANA. But anyways, to start with, we will start today using this system. So log on into RSA1.
Okay.
Now, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Like, do you know about ASAP methodology?
About what?
ASAP methodology?
No.
Okay. So usually we use this methodology during the implementation project. Okay. So there are 5 scopes that falls under ASAP methodology. All right. Have you heard about SDLC life cycle?
The life cycle of the project?
Yeah. Did you
ever
hear about this term?
The
software development life
cycle. I know the life cycle of the project, but I don't know if it's called SDLC or what. The phases, the requirement gathering, realization, go live, and so on.
Right. What you're saying, you're actually referring, those concepts actually fall under ASAP methodology. Now, ASAP methodology is specific to SAP technology, whereas for any other softwares, for any Java-based software or Python or any other softwares, they use SDLC lifecycle. All right. So what is this? These are set of protocols. Each phase tells us what we need to do and how we need to do and when we need to achieve that particular task. Similar to that, we have ASAP methodology. So we start first with which phase?
Requirement gathering.
Yeah, requirement gathering, which we also can call it as project preparation.
Okay.
And then we have the second phase. What would be the second phase?
I think designing a solution.
The proper word for this is blueprinting.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? Okay, I'll explain that step by step. And then the third phase.
Realization.
Yeah. Fourth phase.
Testing.
You can say that, but normally it will be go live. And then would be
support. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the standard phases that SAP has delivered, but every project we are pretty much free to change it as per our requirement. So there is no thumb rule that we have to follow this. But yeah, these are basic things. So we start first any project by gathering the information. which then we translate into SAP documents. We start doing the development work at this stage,
Yeah.
right? This is where we do the quality testing, realization phase. So this is where we move to quality servers and we do all kind of data validation, verification, consolidation, those kind of things. Then we may have another phase in between. That will be pre-production. And then it'll be go live. And then it'll be support and enhancement. So this is where we go live. And this is where we provide. We attend to tickets. We resolve issues. And again, we are also part of enhancement team. So these are all projects. They're all different projects. So we say it's. I mean, normally I'll tell this to the freshers if you've been asked, what project were you working on? So we need to say I'm working on blueprinting project, a realization phase project, a go live project. All right. So
when
this is about
you say go live project or blueprinting, you mean the phase that you are currently on it, right? Or it's divided into phases. You just take a phase and that's it. And here in Egypt, you are involved in all of them.
Yeah. So each phase, as we say, when we are into the phase of development, when we start getting requirement, normally we can also call it as a development stage of development project, or we can also call it as a blueprinting project. So we are into the phase where we start developing, where we start testing the initial prototype of the models that or the objects that we are designing.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is only a standard theoretical concept, which is required just for us to have a basic understanding about what to anticipate when you move on to a whole different project. Since you're already into this, I just thought I'll give you an overview, and if you have anything to add, or if you want to ask anything on based on this, you may, or I can continue further. Shall I proceed further?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, we'll talk about data modeling in BW. What is the most frequently used object, or the most common object in BW, without which the other modeling cannot happen?
Okay, I use the info cube, the ODS, and the info object.
It's the info object, right? Because without info object, you cannot use info cube. You cannot use DSO.
Use it in what?
Without info object, your DSO or your info cube or any other info providers are not useful.
Yeah, without the info object.
Right, because info object is considered as a basic building block. SAP BW. They are also referred as an attribute in some cases, and they're also referred as fields in some cases. Okay.
Yeah.
So these info object can store data as well as act as a columns in DSOs and info cubes, etc. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in order to create info object, what is the most important thing? What do you require in order to create an info object in BW? Okay, next question. How do you create info object?
Okay, I created from the I go if it's first I determine if it's a characteristic or a figure or what. Then I go to the info object area from RSA1 and right click and create info object. Let's say it's a characteristic. Usually I create it in the unassigned characteristic area. Then create the info object, and I use the it's the type and the length that I want, and that's it. And activate.
Okay. I think what you missed out is we need to create, before we go ahead and create an info object, we need to create catalogs. Because without catalogs, you cannot have info object. So catalogs are very important. So there are two types of catalogs. Those are characteristics and key figure catalogs. Were you aware of this?
That's me. The area that I'm talking about, the catalog that not assigned characteristic, right?
Yeah. See, normally the step is we need info area, and based on that info area we create catalogs, and under catalogs we create info objects. Okay, and info objects are of different types. Catalogs are of two types. What are those two types? There are characteristic catalog and key figure catalogs. Two types. Info objects are of characteristic nature. They are of key figure.
Unit.
You were saying something?
Unit.
Unit, yes, I'm writing down. Are you following now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, characteristic info object has how many data types?
4.
Yes, it has 4 data types, and those are
character, numC, character and numeric character,
date and time. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. So under characteristics, what kind of objects can you add?
Objects?
Yeah, what kind of data can it support? It can support character and alphanumeric. You following?
Yeah, and numT numeric characters only alphanumeric.
Only numeric.
Yeah.
And date? What is the format for date?
I didn't use date and time of the character info object. I usually use the time info object itself.
Okay, no problem. We'll be using it. So this is the format we need to maintain, especially if we are trying to load data using an Excel file or a flat file. Okay. This is the data format for date and for time. So both characters and numeric can store master data. But date and time, they cannot store any data. They don't have any tables. These will have tables. All right.
Okay.
Now, how many data types would the key figure have?
The key figure of 6, I think. 1 to 3, 6, yeah.
6 data type. Those are amount,
Amount, quantity,
quantity, integer,
yeah, integer,
numbers or numeric, then date, and then time.
yeah.
So the format will remain the same for date and time.
Yeah.
The number will be usually storing the data in decimal format.
Decimal.
This will be integer. Now for amount and quantity, what is the default units associated with this?
Currency, 0 currency.
Yes.
For amount and quantity, 0 unit.
Perfect. Nice. Now, when we talk about time characteristic info object, what is that we are actually referring to? We are referring to SAP defined objects, which are basically
Like
0 calendar day,
year and calendar day.
0 calendar year, 0 calendar month.
Yes. What about fiscal year, fiscal period, posting period?
That's also part of it.
Okay.
Okay, just give me a minute here.
Okay.
All right. Yes, 0 fiscal period. That is, we don't write fiscal period, we write fiscal per.
Per, yeah.
Apart from this, we do also have cal month 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Then unit we have already discussed. That is 0 currency, 0 unit. We have 0 doc currency, etc., etc. In technical characteristic, again we have something called 0 record mode, then 0 request ID. So what are these technical
I didn't use it before. I always see it's default and I don't know what's its usage.
The fifth one you're not aware of?
Yeah, I didn't know if you did, but I always just see it.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to see a lot when we start with the practicals. I hope it will be quite a learning session for you.
Okay,
so this is more about
a question here concerning number 1 character, the time and the date. The time and the time for number 3 info object. So what's the difference between time here and time here?
Well, that's a very good question. In fact, there is not much of a difference between having the time under characteristic and having the date and time under key figure. It's just the matter of choice, because we never used, I personally haven't used date as a key figure, and I have never used it for any, let's say, having it key figure and I'm using it for analysis. But always we have used character date and character time, and most of the time we have been using date as a characteristic object to filter the data for any sort of formulas and variables. We have always used this part. This is not used at all, and I have not a very good idea why they have mentioned that. So this is just a matter of choice, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Then comes the integer and numbers part. I hope this is very clear with you all, right? The
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
on these things are clear. Okay, good. All right, so we know now, in order to create info objects, we need to have an info area, we need to have a catalog, and then we can create info objects. Perfect. So let's start by doing a very simple exercise today. And we'll start by creating an Excel file.
Okay.
Customer ID, customer gender, customer location, date of birth, customer joining date, time of joining, instead of that, maybe I'll use employee. Location, birth, time of login, designation, contact number, email address. Are you following so far?
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll just write some random numbers. Now here, I'm not writing the complete description.
Okay.
I'm just giving an overview. Now you'll understand what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve here. And I'm going to mention, location of this, city, state, country. So I'm going to, since I'm familiar with Indian cities, I'll write Indian cities. You're going to learn some Indian geography. Okay, that's done. Now, date of birth. What is the format? That is YYYYMMDD. So I'm going to write.
D.
Yes. We give some random dates here.
And I have an Excel sheet that contain the data. I usually change it to the format that's access, right?
Sorry, I didn't follow you.
Usually, when they give me an Excel sheet to upload it, I usually change the format of data they sent me. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, until 7.0, BW would support only flat files. But now, since 7.3, it can support both flat files and Excel files, XLS format. So you don't really have to convert them as such. you can directly upload the data. It's just that when we have date and time, we have to ensure that the format is written correctly. 1984. Okay. Joining date. Just give latest date.
Okay.
Most recent. Time of login, it is HHMMSS. So I'll say 10:30 in the morning. That's fine. In case if you have morning 9 o'clock, you'll notice that it will not consider show.
10.
So what you can do, you can change it to text. You can add 0 here, and it will take 0 before that.
I think there's a delay.
System manager. Contact number, we'll give some random numbers. We'll remove all the hyperlinks. All right.
Okay.
So now we have an Excel file ready. I'm going to save this in a particular, okay, this is C drive. All right, so I'll just create a folder on C drive and I'll write it as my name here, Adrian, 10:30 a.m. batch. And here I'm going to write here employee master data attributes. And I'm going to save this Excel file. Now, what is an attribute? Can you tell me what is an attribute in this case, in this example?
Okay. Gender is an attribute.
Okay.
City is an attribute. State, country.
Right. So basically, anything which is on the right of employee can be considered as an attribute. Now, what if I just remove this employee?
You'll be able to use those attributes.
Yeah.
Would be
would this attribute, would these fields make sense?
No.
No, right? Because employee is the main, let's say, info object over here.
Yeah.
Because all of these are additional information to employee. Therefore, they are considered as an attribute to the employee, which we are going to make it as a primary key, and these will all be considered as a dependent key to the employee number. So that's the relationship, one-to-many relationship between employee and the rest of the info objects. Are we clear? Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create another Excel file, and I'm going to copy the employee number here. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll write another column, I'll say language, and I'll say description. Or you can simply say name, or let's write employee name. And this employee speaks English, so I'm going to write EN for that.
Okay.
Employee name, this is MFM. Okay, so I'll just write Adrian. So I've got 3 names here, and
Yeah.
I'm going to save this as employee master data text, and I'll save it as CSV format. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Now we'll just close this, and I'm going to do the same for gender, for city, for state, and for country.
Country.
I'm going to create individual files for all of this.
Okay.
Save it as stands for Bangalore, which is my city. We have Bombay, my hometown, and Chennai, another IT hub in India. So, city, then state. State name is Karnataka, and the capital of Karnataka is Bangalore, and this is my home state, Maharashtra, and the capital of Maharashtra is Bombay, which we also call it as Mumbai, and this is Tamil Nadu, and the capital of this is Chennai. Okay, so this is state and CSV done. And the last part is the country. Even though we have multiple times IN being repeated, I'm just going to write it once. Why shall I write it once?
Country?
Yep.
Is it repeated then?
Yes, it is repeated. And if I'm going to make this as a key, right? So
yeah.
Any object which is a key should not have any duplicate values.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this will be country. Okay. Maybe we'll just add something else here. So where in Egypt are you from? Like Cairo? That's
Sorry?
the place. Which place in Egypt are you from?
Cairo, capital of Egypt.
Right. initials, right? Oh, you have state over there?
No, Egypt, not EGP.
No, that's I'm just writing it in short.
Then
how do you write the country in two initials?
Sorry?
How do you write Egypt in two initials?
Only two?
Is it
ED.
EP?
G.
EG. Okay.
Yeah. And
Do
Cairo
you have
CAI. CAI, not R.
CAI. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Welcome.
Do you have any state?
No, there's no state here.
Oh, okay. So
Let's consider it also Cairo. Kai.
Yeah. Best. Okay. Perfect. The rest we'll keep it same. Okay, I guess we have updated all the files now, right?
Yeah.
Employee, country is done. Okay. City and state is also done. So I'm gonna save all this. Plus I'll save this as BW notes. Okay. All right. Now we're okay. What is the time now? Okay, it's almost time. Sorry.
7:55.
Yeah. At my time, it is almost close to 11:30, and in the next 5-10 minutes, I have to leave for my office. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what is exactly what I'm trying to do. So I have created several files, as you can see it on the screen here. Right? We have employee master data attributes, then we have text, we have gender text, we have state text, country and city text.
Yeah.
Right. So we are going to create, this is the table now, where we have employee, city, state, country, and all the other attributes. For this entire table, we have an Excel file over here.
Yeah.
Then for each column, we are going to load text data. Country, state, and then there is gender as well. Okay. Why is text data important?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm asking why is text data important?
Why what?
Why is text data important?
Important text data? It's the major data. No, I don't understand the question. I don't know. Hello? Hello? Adrian?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking, why do you think we created text files? Why is text data important?
No, I don't know. It's the major data. Yeah, I can hear your question. Yeah.
Okay. All right. See, if you go back to the employee here, now this is a key, right?
Yeah.
Just if we run a query on this particular data set, the query will give us almost all the information. But then what if, I am a new boss and you've given me this report and I don't understand what all these numbers stands for? What is BNG? What is CIA? What is CHN? I don't understand these. These are all,
Yeah.
the shortened version of it.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to describe
Understand?
these values,
Yeah.
we need to load text data wherever it is necessary.
Okay.
Okay. So as part of your implementation project, it is always recommended that first you load master data to info object, followed by loading transaction data. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is what we have done. When I talk about master data, are of two types. That is master data attributes and master data text. Okay. So we have created Excel files over here for attributes and for text. So tomorrow we are going to start with the practical, where I'm going to show you how objects are created, how they are made as an attribute. If you know it very good, I'll still run you through all those features. We will do our Excel file loading master data using Excel file, and we will see what are the different issues we can encounter. And once we're through with this, we'll jump on to the new topic. Did you follow so far?
Yeah.
Did you understand all that I have said and all that I have shown? Did you find any difficulty?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to save this file into this drive, into the C drive.
Okay.
In this folder, so you can always have access to my notes over here.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And you can make use of these Excel files for your practice, or you might as well create your very own Excel files.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to stop here for today.
Okay.
And tomorrow we will meet and we will continue with the
tomorrow or on Friday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
We are meeting tomorrow, at least that's as per my understanding. Are we meeting directly on Friday?
Well, what Janice told me that it will be Monday and Friday. If you want me tomorrow, it's fine for me.
No, it's going to be Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Weekdays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from 2, not 2 days.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to do 5 days in a week.
Okay, great.
Otherwise, it's going to take forever.
Yeah, I thought it's only 2 days.
No, it's 5 days in a week.
Okay. Okay,
so
then
tomorrow we are meeting, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Rana, it was nice talking with you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.